improved concentration, problem solving, memory and creativity, delay the onset of dementia, recover better after a stroke. These are just some of the ways raising your child to be bilingual, trilingual or multilingual can boost your child's brain power, as a new BBC video reveals. Keep watching to find out more! Hello everyone! In today's video, I'll share with you some of the key insights into the cognitive benefits of bilingualism revealed by a new BBC video, which I discovered by chance last weekend. It's truly fascinating and I've included the link to the video below. Definitely watch it in full if you can, but not until you've finished watching this video, as I'll sum up the key points from the BBC video and share some of my own insights too. Before we get started, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that like button to help more people like you find my content. Thank you so much. In a separate video in which I discuss some of the key benefits of being multilingual, I've talked about how speaking more than one language alters your brain structure in a measurable way. The link is in the description box below, so watch that after this video if you haven't already. But in this new BBC video, Professor Li Wei from the Institute of Education of UCL draws an interesting comparison between learning a new language to physical exercise. Learning a new language is, in his words, the mental equivalent of going to the gym every day. In the bilingual brain, all our languages are active, all at the same time. The continual effort of suppressing a language when speaking another, along with the mental challenge that comes with regularly switching between languages, exercises our brain. He goes on to explain that it improves our concentration, problem solving, memory, and in turn our creativity. I think it's worth repeating these elements here. Concentration, problem solving, memory, creativity. These are all essential skills that will help a child excel in all areas of life, both in school and beyond. And you as a parent can help boost these capabilities in your child's brain simply by raising your child to be bilingual, trilingual or multilingual. And here I just thought I would share my own experience with you. Just the other day, my husband said to me that he had noticed that having to juggle 3 languages and 3 different writing systems seems to make our children better at solving maths and English problems at school, as being trilingual seems to train their brains to recognize patterns and switch between systems. For example, my son's math workbooks have coding exercises where letters are represented by numbers or the other way around, and the child has to switch between the 2 systems to get to the correct answer. I feel that my son is quite good at this type of problem solving because he's very used to the idea of different symbols representing different concepts across different languages. This seems to have activated certain circuits in his brain that help him solve problems in realms outside of languages. In my other video, I already discussed the now widely acknowledged idea that being bilingual is known to delay the onset of dementia by several years. However, this new BBC video introduces a concept that was new to me. According to experts, the reason that bilingualism can delay the onset of dementia is due to something known as cognitive reserve, which is the idea that people develop a reserve of thinking abilities, and this protects them against losses that can occur through aging and disease. And cognitive reserve may also explain why bilingual people have been shown to recover significantly better after a stroke. In other words, being fluent in more than one language not only improves people's cognitive abilities, but also offers a form of protection for your brain, making it more resilient against diseases such as dementia and strokes. Another interesting issue addressed in the BBC video relates to the optimum age at which to learn a new language. I've made a separate video exploring this topic. The link is in the description box below in case you're interested. The BBC video presents 2 different arguments. On the one hand, Professor Li Wei argues that when you're learning a new language as a child, you are essentially building new neural networks from scratch. Whereas when you learn a language later in life, you have to modify the existing networks and make more connections, which means that the benefits for your brain can potentially be greater. On the other hand, Dr. Frederic Lichois, excuse my pronunciation, puts forward the idea that the earlier you learn a language, the better connected your brain might be. This is based on a 2023 study at Great Ormond Street, where researchers studied 3 groups of children aged 8 to 10. One group consisted of monolinguals. A second group consisted of children who had been exposed to Greek and English from birth, referred to as the early bilingual group. And the third group of children consisted of children who had been exposed to English between the age of 2 and 5, referred to as the later bilingual group. The researchers asked the children to lie in a brain scanner while doing nothing, literally just staring at a cross. What they found was that the early bilingual group had the strongest connectivity in their brain network at rest. Dr. Lichois explains it like this. It's a little bit like if you are going to the gym every day, your muscles might look bigger at rest. Again, we see that analogy to muscle building. Just as it is with muscles, the more you exercise your brain, the stronger it gets. And learning a new language is one of the best ways to give your brain a workout. Another super interesting insight from the video relates to a lesser-known behavioral effect of bilingualism. The ability to speak more than one language is known to enhance one's ability to look at things from other people's perspectives and to understand at a deeper level that it is possible to have different points of view. Recent studies cited by this BBC video also found that people tend to react more emotionally in their first language and more rationally in a more abstract way in their second language. That might explain why multilingual people often referred to their first language in highly emotive situations, i.e. using swear words. I'm sure we can all recall some anecdotal examples of that. My takeaway from this is that if you raise your child to speak more than one language, you're equipping them with the capacity for more nuanced ways of thinking and looking at the world in different ways. I hope this summary was useful and interesting for you, especially for those of you who may not be able to access the original BBC video. It's truly amazing how the latest research is constantly revealing new benefits of bilingualism and multilingualism. I hope that you'll feel even more motivated to raise your child to be bilingual, trilingual or multilingual, so your child can reap all the cognitive, emotional and behavioral benefits that being fluent in more than one language can bring. If you want more practical tips and advice on raising your child to speak more than one language, check out my book, Bilingual and Trilingual Parenting 101. The link is in the description box below. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and like button to help this channel grow. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.